Berwick Mitsubishi. My name is Nathan and today we're doing a walk around video on this 2014 Holden VF Calais V. So what we'll do is actually run through the condition on the outside of the car as well as some of the features that does come in this stunning model. And I gotta say, this car actually presents really well for its age. So starting off at that front end, you've got that iconic VF look, which is the new, obviously the new upgraded facelift. Now on the front of these cars, you do get 6 front parking sensors which are color matched into the front bar. They blend in beautifully and it is gonna help you park a vehicle like this. That also comes with the added benefit of that parking assist system. Now you've got the beautiful chrome varnishes on the front here, which are in excellent condition. There are minor little stone chips just on the piano black gloss on the inside there, but it's nothing too concerning. It's still quite presentable and there's no major marks of damage on the front of the bonnet here. So I can say that this car is actually quite a clean car. Now coming along to that first alloy wheel, you've got that stunning multi-spoke design. You've got that gunmetal grey on the outside and that polished aluminium on the inside. Now there is a little bit of gashing here, but again, nothing to be too concerned about. There's no indents or anything. It's very superficial marks. Now we have put brand new tires on the front of this car at the time of this video, so we've already done that for you. Now coming across to the side of the car, you've got this nice chrome vent on the side of that quarter panel. Now it's not actually functional, it's just to add a little bit of character to the car. And you've got the chrome outing, which also has that chrome plate around the bottom there and around the surrounds for the actual windows. So it's, being a Calais, just gives it that nice classy look. Now I'm trying to be as picky as I can for you. There is a slight indent here as well as a little scratching, but nothing to be too worried about. Again, there's no, we have touched that up, so it's not going to be rusting or anything on you. Now the door handles are color matched with the side mirrors in the black color, got the chrome plating on the outside. Now this is a keyless entry car, so you do get the little button there to lock and unlock the car. However, you do get 2 keys in this model, all fully functional. And if I just open this up for you to have a look inside the car here, you can see that stunning leather with that dual tone. So you've got that creamy beigey kind of color on that suede finish on the inside of the embroidery and black leather on the outside. Now the condition of the bolsters are quite good. There is a little bit of wear, but as I said, it is a 2014 model. You do expect a little bit of wear on the car. Carpet mats are in excellent condition and got the scuff plate on here just to protect the paintwork on that inside of the door frame. Bose sound system in the Calais model, and on the door card here, very minimal wear and tear marks. Just people tend to get quite lazy getting in and out, but you can see no damage on the door card there whatsoever, and the door card itself actually presents really well. Now one thing I will note is the car doesn't really come with tint, so we do highly recommend you talk to us about our tinting options, because in this black finish you do want to make sure it looks quite clean and presentable, and it's going to give you that blacked out look. Now there are a few other little, just trying to be quite picky, yeah, a few other little marks here. They possibly would come off with a detail, but again, nothing too major. A few little marks here and there. But it is a black car. These are things that you are going to notice. Coming over to that second alloy, again, completely unmarked from the outside. No, sorry, a very minor mark here, but the rim itself presents quite well. Bit of superficial scratching on the plate there, and we've got lots of tread on these Bridgestone tires on the back, and generally these tires are the ones that get worn out the quickest. Fuel filler cap is on the driver's side, nice and easy to access. You do just pop it out. Now when the car is locked, you won't actually be able to unlock that, so car does have to be unlocked for it. Coming across to the tailgate, now it is quite a nice iconic tailgate. It is quite clean, as you will notice that these don't actually come with latches on the back to open the boot. You can use a key or the release inside the car itself. Chrome badging for the Calais V and the Holden badging in the middle there, reverse parking sensors along the bottom, and a reverse camera fitted into this model. Now if you just open up the boot, do just hold that button down, it will open up for you. One thing I like about these Calais, the Holdens really, the VFs, is you get so much boot space, like massive amount of boot space in this car. And if I lift this up, your spare wheel is just at the bottom there, and it looks like it's never been used. So Kumho tires on there, and all your jack and tools do come in the car as well. Now if you just close this up, paintwork on the back is quite good. Minor hairline kind of scratch there, but again, I'm trying to point out everything I can for you just to give you the best example of this car. As we come across to this side, again, few other marks here, quite superficial marking just above the wheel arch there. And this third alloy does have a slight gutter ash here, some marks over here as well, and a little bit of superficial scuffing on that plate. But other than that, the rim is in pretty good condition, and we've still got those Bridgestones on the back of that car. A few more marks along the door panel here and across the car. just so you're not missing out on anything, making sure I cover everything off for you guys. Paintwork in the rest of the car is quite good. Fourth and final alloy does again have some superficial marks. Now this is generally the side that gets the most damage, so got a little bit of scuffing around the edging here, and brand new tires on the front there. Now I will also note that there are a few marks just on the bonnet here. Just trying to note that's just a little bit of dirt, but these are marks on the bonnet there. So you can see the car does present reasonably well. You've got brand new tires on the front. The 4 rims do have minor marks on them, but nothing too concerning, and superficial scratching along the body, but again, the car actually presents quite well. So what we'll do is pop the hood and take a look inside. We're going to look inside the engine bay of the Calais V. Now I've got to say that the engine bay is actually quite neat and tidy. It's kept in pretty good condition. Now what we have here is Holden's 6-cylinder 3.6 litre petrol motor. It does come fitted with a 6-speed automatic gearbox. Now this car has a 5-star ANCAP rating with 6 airbags, so lots of safety for the passengers in the car. This V6 motor produces 210 kilowatts with 350 newton meters of torque, so plenty of torque and power for all any really payload needs that you're going to be carrying around, and if you do want to tow something quite light. As I said before, it is a petrol car. It does run on your regular 91 fuel. It does have a 71 litre capacity fuel tank. It does have a combined fuel consumption of about 9.9 litres per 100 kilometres and an average fuel distance of about 789 kilometres off a full tank, depending on how you're driving and how many people you have in the car. Now taking a look inside the Calais, as you can see, the inside presents quite well. It's quite neat actually. There's no damage or anything to the dash or the bolsters or the fascia on the actual door cards as well, so has been maintained really well on the inside. Now starting off on the driver's side door, you do get a lot of multiple different textures used here. You've got your suede, your leather, and the carbon fiber plating. Just adds a lot of detail to the car and makes it look quite classy. So you've got your full automatic windows here, both up and down, and that's for all 4 windows, front and back. Your window lock control behind that, and your power mirror settings just for your side mirrors just next to that. Now you do have 3 presets in this car, so if there are 3 different people that drive this car, you can have 3 different settings, which is quite comfortable, I gotta say. Now central locking central locking buttons are just up there as well. Now on the right side of the dash, this little nod, I guess dial here is for your headlights. So at the moment it is in auto. You can turn them off and just leave it as off, or you can manually put them on if you wanted to. Next to that is your heads-up display, which will actually project onto your windscreen there, and that'll actually display the speed limit for you, and you can adjust the height and the brightness with these controls. On the right-hand stalk are your left and right indicators, and your high beam, and a little menu button. Now that menu button is actually for the display in your dash there, which is going to give you a bit of information like your speed limit, your driving distance, eco mode, lots of different information for the driver. On the left-hand stalk are your wipers and washers. Now the steering wheel is a very comfortable leather stitch steering wheel, quite easy to hold, well positioned. On the right hand side are your media controls, so volume, source, and call reject and mute. And on the left hand side is your cruise control settings, so cruise, set, and you've got your forward collision control and lane departure warning button, which you can turn them on and off, but these are safety features which are going to benefit you, so do recommend keeping them on. Now the Calais also comes with your blind spot warning system, which is a little indicator in your side mirrors, which will light up if there is a car in your blind spot. With that, the side mirrors are also heated, so when you do put your rear demisting system on, your side mirrors will also demist for you, which is again very nice comfort feature in this car. Push start button, as it is a keyless entry, so your push start button is there. And if you come over to the entertainment system, you've got a very nice touchscreen head unit, which if you go to home, you do see you can get your Bluetooth connectivity for your calls, your music, and texting, and the car also has inbuilt navigation. So as you can see, we are at 20 to 32 Kangan drive, so come check us out. All your hard buttons are here, however, as I said before, the head unit is touchscreen if you did want to use that function. Below that, hazards, nice and easy to access. There is a CD input, so you've got auxiliary in this model as well. Dual climate control, so 2 zones. You've got a nice little LED display which will clearly show you the temperature, all your mode buttons, fan in the middle, and front and rear demisters on the left hand side. Below that is a small storage compartment. Can keep your wallet or keys or anything there, and a 12-volt socket for any additional charging that you might be doing. Now coming over to the gear shifter, there is a little bit of scuffing or marks on the gear shifter. No, that actually comes off, so it must just be a little bit of detailing product on there. If I put this into reverse, you do note the real nice and clear rear view camera that does come in the model with the guiding lines. So if I turn them, these lines will actually turn with the steering wheel to guide you quite accurately. Pressing that park assist button is going to open up your parking sensors. Now if I bring it down to drive and actually flick it to the left, that'll engage your sports shift system, so you can manually control the gears yourself to give you a bit of extra control over the car, or you can just leave it in drive and the car's going to do everything for you. Behind that is again another storage compartment. I like to keep the keys in there. It's nice, it's a perfect size for it. Electric park brake, stability control, your parking assist control button, and your parking sensor button, so you can turn your parking sensors off if they get a bit annoying. Two nice cup holders, a nice leather console, center console armrest, in that leather. Do get a USB input for charging and the auxiliary for your connection for the head unit. Another 12-volt socket for any extra charging that you might be doing. And there is also a little input here. Now that is actually for your keys, so you can put your keys in there. That is in case your key does die. You can put it in there and start the car. It's not going to charge the key, it's just so that the car will recognize that the key is in the car. Now if I close this up, I'll get the camera person to actually pan around the interior, and if he comes up a bit, you can see the car does come with a sunroof, so that'll just open up, it'll actually tilt it, and then this button here will open up. It is fully automatic, so beautiful day for it today as well. And all your light controls here. The actual roof lighting is quite clean and in excellent condition. There's no stains or damage or marks, and the rear seats again are in very good condition. One thing I highly recommend is you talk to us about our lifestyle pack. Now that is actually going to give you a lifetime warranty on this leather, as well as a paint protection for the exterior to stop anything from getting worse or prevents it from oxidization, rusting, and lots of other environmental factors. And we can also package that in with some tint for you to make it a nice little bundle, just to pretty much finish off the car and help you preserve and protect your investment. Now there are cup holders in the back as well, which is a nice little feature. And what we're going to do now is actually jump outside and wrap up this video. Thank you so much for watching the walk around video on this 2014 Calais V in the VF series. Now I hope this gave you a good representation as to the condition on the car. Now I just wanted to note, I did mention that there are no stains or damages on the roof. However, there are two little minor stain marks on the roof, just so you are aware. I don't know if the camera person caught that, but there are two minor little stains on there. Now, if you did have any additional questions in regards to the car, wanted to test drive it, or actually wanted to purchase it before you came in, you can do that. Now the number to dial is 99070555. Just before I go though, this car does qualify for a premium mechanical protection plan. Now what that will offer you is 5 years extended protection up to 200,000 kilometers. And it does cover 181 electrical and mechanical components of this car. It does also come with the added benefit of 10 years platinum roadside assistance. So if you do plan on keeping this car for a long time, there is a lot of value in the service. So please speak to us about this. In addition to that, as I mentioned before, I do highly recommend you take advantage of the lifestyle pack. That is going to give you a lifetime warranty on this paintwork, the leather protection on the inside, and we can package that in with some tinting for you. Now these are at an additional cost. However, if you are using our in-house finance, I would love to introduce you to our business managers, Julie and Mario, who show just how minimal these will affect your repayments. Now lastly, but most importantly, please check out our Google reviews. With over 1,100 reviews and sitting at 4.8 stars, kind of gives you the assurance that you're dealing with the right people and the right kind of business for a good quality vehicle. Now, as I mentioned before, if you did have any additional questions, the number to dial is 99070555. My name is Nathan, and thank you so much for watching.